This week on the Harvey Bloodline, we are talking about our favorite books from childhood up until now. I just spent the last 5 minutes videotaping only to find out that I had forgot to turn the camera on. So my books are in a jumble all around me. So what I'm going to do is just pick one up and show you the books. I've got quite a few, so I'm not going to talk too much about them. The Rough-Faced Girl. Cinderella story, except it's with Indians. Nice. The Seven Silly Eaters. Gives me a lot of our family for some reason. I just like it. A Harvey classic, The Dumb Bunnies. Goes without saying. Everyone in the family loves this book. The Farm Book. It's a little golden book. Yep, it is. And it's a great little book. I used to make all the little noises for the animals and they loved it. The Rain Babies. It's just a sweet story about an elderly couple who don't have any children and they find a bunch of little miniature babies. It's terrific. And in the end, there's a great surprise for them. The Three Little Pigs. No, The Three Little Wolves and the Big Bad Pig. And it's great. You'd like it. Small Miracle, one of my favorites. Doesn't have any words. It's a story about a little shepherd lady who's old, out of money, really on hard times. And what little she has gets stolen. And she saves the little nativity set and they come to life and help her. I love this book. Fanny's Dream. It's a Cinderella story, but with a little bit of a twist. It's just so good. The ending is the best. And then who could forget the Harvey family's one of their very favorite books, Taily-po, Taily-po, who has got my Taily-po? It's a great story. And creepy. Story about a boy who finds a bear cub. I guess I always wanted to find a bear cub, maybe. I don't know, but I just like the story. And there's maple sugar in it. Maple sugar candy. Maybe that's why I liked it. Because in Vermont, you eat maple sugar candy. My all-time favorite children's book, Calico the Wonder Horse. I love it. It has great art. If you look inside, it's black and white. It's got a great storyline with great names. The horse is Calico. It's got Stewie Stinker is the bad guy. Hank is the good guy. Wishbone Bill is a good guy. It's just got great names and a lot of cowboy slang. It's a really fun book. Gabrielle Church Kitten. This actually belonged to Grandma McMahon. And I just love the story. It's really sweet. About a little mouse and a cat who get hungry in the night. They can't get enough sleep because the parson is always walking in his sleep and eating their food. He goes to feed them, but he ends up eating it himself. The Magic Fish. This has been done a lot, but this is my favorite version ever. I just love the drawings. Mike Mulligan and his Steam Shovel. Another one of my all-time favorite children's books. I don't know why, because he ends up living in the basement of the town hall, but because he can't get out. But I love this story. Caps for Sale. First saw this on Captain Kangaroo when I was a little girl. Loved it ever since. This guy sells caps. He goes to sit down under a tree and monkeys are in the tree and they take all of his caps. Here's a classic. Another one of my favorites. Make Way for Ducklings. Blueberries for Sal. This book I won in the 3rd grade for decorating my Valentine bag the best. And I've had it ever since. I love this book. Clearly it's shredded. Classic. This is my butterfly book, Butterflies and Moss. My dad gave this to me, and then he built me a butterfly net. And then he built me a spreading board so that after I killed the butterflies and moths, I could spread them out, and I had a wonderful collection. It was huge, 4 boxes full of butterflies and moths. Still use this book. It's terrific. King of the Wind, Margaret Henry. My favorite of all of her books. In the story, the little boy who is in charge of the horse, around his neck held a bag, and in the bag was a pedigree of the horse. Well, I made myself a little bag, and I put treasures in it, and I actually still have that little bag. The Man and the Long Black Cape. Probably one of the first mysteries I ever read. Irma Bombeck. I love Irma Bombeck. And this is my favorite, If Life is a Bowl of Cherries, What Am I Doing in the Pits? There's another one called The Grass is Always Greener Over the Septic Tank. Uncle Greg bought me a set of 4 of these when I was pregnant with Jessica. And I read them, didn't think they were that funny, and then suddenly, after I've had a couple of kids, I read them again, and they are hilarious. Anne of Green Gables, another wonderful series. This is my favorite out of the whole series, Anne's House of Dreams. They should make a movie. I love anything Jane Austen. This is my favorite book, Persuasion. This is a series called All Creatures Great and Small by James Herriot, famous veterinarian. He's from Britain, so. This is a book called Walk Across America. My dad gave it to me after he read it, knowing that I would like it. One of my favorite adult books of all time, Carter Beats the Devil. Read it many times. It's got everything in it. It's got romance, mystery, the best bad guy ever. It's one of the best books I've ever read. All Things Harry Potter is what I love. I'm not as crazy as some people are, but I love Harry Potter, all of them. Cyrano de Bergerac, Winter of the Fisher. When I was a young girl, my dad used to read books to us at night, and he read us The Winter of the Fisher. It's one of my favorites. So these are just some of my favorite books. I actually have a lot of books. So there you go. I hope you got some ideas for some future reading for yourself. That's it.